It is no surprise that the first black woman to graduate with a PhD in nuclear engineering from the University of Florida is a Jamaican. Dr. Charlyne Smith joins us. She's in Idaho this morning. Good morning to you, Doctor. How
Good
are
morning.
you?
I'm well. I'm well. Yes, I'm in Idaho. I mean, the weather is terrible right now because of the West Coast fires. So the air
Oh,
quality index is very high,
oh.
unfortunately. But I'm well otherwise.
The air quality index is high.
Yes.
Does that mean
Yes.
like it's dank and
Yeah.
ashy and okay,
Yes. Exactly. So
okay.
it's. I think 2 days ago I went outside and the air was, unbreathable. You could taste the smoke with a mask
Really?
on. Yes, it was
Oh,
bad.
wow, wow, wow. Okay, well, please be careful as you go
Yeah,
about
I
Idaho.
think, rain fell, yesterday yesterday, yes, and kind of lowered the index a bit. So,
Okay. You
but
know,
I,
you,
I have no plans to go outside
Charlene
for a
speaks
while.
PhD. You know, the air index is so and so, and they, we don't just say, you see outside Hashi, you see? No, no, not this newly minted doctor. So tell me a little bit about your journey. First of all, congratulations.
Thank
We
you.
are very, very proud of you. You left Jamaica when you were 16 years old. You went to Mali Mountain, Old Harbour, then you went to St. Catherine High. And then you left Jamaica at 16 to pursue a career in science and technology. What was in your mind at that time? Why did you love that field so much? Why were you so passionate about it?
So it really started from a young age where, I understood that access to electricity and water weren't always, reliable in Jamaica, especially during extreme weather events like tropical storms and hurricanes. And during my time, it's interesting because during my time at St. Catherine High, I learned that more than 80% of the electricity that is distributed in Jamaica comes from, fossil fuel energy sources. And I remember thinking to myself, well, here we have an island that's located close to the equator. We have sunlight for most of the year. Why aren't we maximizing the capability of solar energy technology?
So hold
And
on,
so,
breaks, breaks, breaks. You were thinking that when you were how old?
14, ninth grade, around that time, when I just started to select my CXC
Okay,
subjects.
okay, that's normal. Go ahead.
And so, at high school, I was interested in, the science and more technical fields. And, I chose subjects like physics, biology, technical drawing, building technology. Um, and in hindsight, unknowingly, those subjects were the closest I could get to engineering and engineering-based training, which, I end up choosing as a career field, as a field later on in life. Um, but during my time at St. Catherine High, I had the opportunity to represent St. Catherine at, symposiums and competitions where I was advocating for solar energy. And, I excelled in not only because of the environment that I was in at St. Catherine High, but also because of my mom, who demonstrated dedication, drive, and tenacity in her own field of work in social work while she was working for the Child Development Agency. And I tried to emulate that attitude as much as possible. And so
Gotta love those moms, huh? Yeah,
exactly,
great support. And so
absolutely.
you went abroad. Whoa, Charlene, you obtained two bachelor's degrees, one in chemistry and the other in math.
Yes.
Um, but you didn't stop there. Then you went on to a master's degree in nuclear engineering, but you never stopped there neither. You went on to the PhD in nuclear engineering, becoming the first to do so at the University of Florida. Interestingly enough, you did so on the day of independence in 2021, right? Of Jamaica's
Yes, I
independence.
did.
So
I did.
what a great analogy there and a nice little parallel. Um, what do you really hope to do with your degrees, with all this information you have garnered? I see you want to make, you know, a big contribution to nuclear energy technology, especially in the Caribbean. Tell me what specifically you aim to achieve as you go about using what you've learned.
Right. So right now I am a distinguished postdoctoral associate at the Idaho National Laboratory, where I conduct research on nuclear materials for nuclear energy applications.
Sorry. So what does that mean in English?
It means that,
Yeah.
for example, I'll just give you an example. So if you were the head of a country and you wanted to build a vehicle to put on some planet in space, before you can create that vehicle, you need to make sure that the materials would be able to withstand the extreme environment of outer space.
Gotcha.
So you would test the materials in these in research reactors, for example, and then my job as an engineer and a scientist is to study the evolution of the material in reactor environment.
I see.
And that's just
wow, that's fascinating. You must never have a dull day at the office, lady.
No, not really.
You can't. So hold on. In addition to saving the world now, you also enjoy other things. So you paint, you hike. What else do you do to feed that other side of yourself when you're not working?
I think even though I was interested in science and technology, subjects at St. Catherine High, I also love the aspect that it was a school known for performing arts. And so I'm very into drama, dancing,
Excellent.
acting,
So
and things like that.
You are a rounded character. You are. And now you've added this this distinguished achievement to your resume of being the first Black woman to graduate and first Black woman, female Jamaican, no less. What does that feel like to you? I mean, we read it and we feel a sense of pride as your countrymen and countrywomen. How do you feel?
To me, it means hope, not just for the diversification of the field as a whole, but also I think it means more open doors for future Black nuclear engineers to create, to innovate, and to solve some of the world's biggest problems, including climate change. And I think being the first puts good pressure on me to inspire and engage the young generation, but more importantly, it puts me in a position to make sure that I'm not the last one.
Fantastic. Oh, so well said, lady. Who do you want to say hi to before we go? We have to leave. Anybody at home you want to big up?
My grandfather in Spanish Town, all my cousins and aunts in Spanish Town, my family in Westmoreland, Clarendon, and my nuclear family,
Excellent.
pun intended, in Maryland.
See what you did there, Charlyne. Okay. We're so proud of you. Thank you for stopping in this morning. And you're so young. We know there's so much more ahead of you, and we can't wait to read the rest of your journey. First Black woman to graduate with a PhD in nuclear engineering from the University of Florida, and one of our very own Jamaicans, Dr. Charlyne Smith. Thank you, Charlyne. Have an amazing day. All right, folks, we're going to have a chat with the trio Island Kings later on, but let's check out their rendition of Coffee's Lockdown right now.
Where will we go when the quarantine thing done and everybody touch road? Mommy, me go dance car, pull up in a fast car, yeah. I know you're feeling me, you know I'm feeling you. So what now we fi do? Hey fancy, oh your heart stay at the vacancy. Last time see you on FaceTime chatting up the place, but you know our relationship. I got put you on lockdown, lockdown, baby, lockdown. Me I got put you on lockdown. If you love me, you should let me, you should let me, you should let me know. And if you don't know, better you let me, better you let me go. Pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Nobody deal with the bag of long target. Me know if you know we are chilling in that apartment, yeah. Hope you don't mind me asking, where will we go?